I was a biology teacher for almost 40 years. One of my principals said that biology and teaching about biology was not just a vocation, it was an avocation. The big thing, not just learning for myself, being able to share that. Even if it's just one person, that one person might be able to share that information with other people. How you doing today? My name's Dan Coleman, and I'd like to welcome you to my little neck of the woods, and I hope you enjoy what you're about to see and hear. I've been here on this property for about 30 years or so, and I have done different things to it over the time and will continue to do different things as I've been here. But being a biologist, I really like biodiversity. I figure the more different things that are here, the more different kinds of critters it'll attract, whether it be invertebrate or vertebrate. And so I do my best to try and find things that will work here and at the same time attract as many different wild creatures as we can find. The reason I bought this property is it is a hardwood forest. It is the climax community for the Piedmont region of the southeast, which is the oak hickory forest. Right now, I think I've got probably 300 different species of plant here, plus. And then that, of course, attracts the birds and the reptiles and the amphibians and everything else that comes through. A variety of places. Some of these have just come in natural. I don't know where they came from other than, birds or mammals bringing them by. Right now, my primary source is Nearly Native Nursery, which is about 20 minutes from here, where I volunteer a couple days a week. And I've been doing that for a couple years now, and I have gotten a lot of species from out there. Jim and Deb run an awesome little nursery down there, and they deal in nothing but native plants. Well, a lot, I tell you the truth. I've had, I want to say, I can't even remember how many species of bird that have come through here and nest here. So I do try and attract them appropriately. I enjoy seeing the birds and hearing them. There's no doubt about that. About a month ago, my wife saw the neatest one. And it was literally right next to us, came walking right through here, was a Felis rufus. That's a bobcat. And I knew they were in the area, but that was the first time that one had ever been seen on my property. So when, and of course you get the prerequisite squirrels and shrews and chipmunks, you get all the critters, and flying squirrels. I know I've had those here. I've been a cat person all my life. I love cats. They are so cool. Anyway, our cats, we have 4 of them, and they are all indoor. Okay. I used to let them go indoors and outdoors, and the more I, read and saw, it's like, you know what? I can't let my cats outside anymore. That's just all there is to it. Probably the chemical I use the most is dihydrogen oxide. It is one of those essential things that, you know, everything has to have. The only thing that I do use, I will use glyphosate, okay? But the only place I use that are on the walkways, okay? I do not put it anywhere out here, not even to, now, if there is an invasive like privet, and it's a pretty good size, I will paint it. Okay, I'll cut it. If I can't pull it all the way out, then I'll you know, cut it and then paint it, and that's it. Okay, but and I'm very careful with it. I don't, you know, just widespread spray it. I get as close as I can and avoid the moss as much as possible. And I just do the walkways. Well, number one, try and get rid of as many invasive species as you can. The one definitely that I have totally eradicated has been the English ivy. I haven't seen any of that here in a couple of years, and I am always on the lookout. Privet is a big one, and even though when I walk around in here I look for it, I may still see one. It's not easy. You have to go at it. Some plants you'll never get rid of, but you can at least get the population down. Others you can pretty much eradicate with constant surveillance. So that'd be the first thing, is try and get rid of all the invasive exotics. Also, just kind of look around in your area. I would say within, you know, a few miles anyway, look at the any forest or any meadow that has been unadulterated, at least in recent times, and just see what's there. And once you see what's there, then you can get an idea of what might work in your little space. The fungi, of course, break down the leaf litter. They provide nutrients for all plants to, and they just enrich the soil. So the fungi are welcome. The only area that I really want to try and work on is on my side road over here. Is about the only place where I've got to put a nice pollinator meadow. The only problem I have is that the electric company and the county wants to come through and mow it. So before I put any more effort into that, I've got to put up some kind of fencing. I'm distracted by a hummingbird now, 2 of them. Got hummingbird wars going on. Anyway, so I need to fence that somewhere over there where the lawnmowers can't get in there. I had a list of 10 reasons why you should never have a lawn, and I don't remember them all, but among the tops is the economics of it. You got to buy the lawnmower or the weed eater or the leaf blower, whatever it happens to be. Then you have to get the gasoline, the oil for it, okay? You have to use some kind of herbicide on your lawn in order to keep out what people consider weeds. So it's just more cost effective not to have a lawn. Plus, when you mow, then of course you have the gasoline engines usually that don't have any kind of what do you call those, catalytic converter on there to reduce the emissions. So actually your worst polluters as far as gasoline engines go are lawn mowers, leaf blowers, weed eaters that are all gasoline powered. Those are, they're worse than cars. Absolutely worse than cars in most factories. And you would think, oh, it's just a little thing, it's not going to do that much. But when you've got millions of them that are doing that, it adds up. plants are the native azaleas, and I've tried different species here, and some have done okay, some not so okay. This one so far is doing okay. This is a relatively newly identified species called Red Hills azalea, rhododendron Colemanii. And so the reason I had to have this plant was because the species name is my last name.